For those of you who are just coming for the first time, yes, my name is Kachi, and I talk about Nigerian stories. Today, I have a few Nigerian stories I want to talk about, and one of them that is really fresh and very, very sad. It's a sad news coming from Benue State, Nigeria. There's been ridiculous killing in the state. Some people have put the number to be over 200. Some people have put it to be 100. But regardless of what that exact number is, people are dying in the state of Benue. People are rioting. People are being shot. People are being killed. All for what? All for, I don't know, land. Fights, clash between the herders and the farmers. You know, all these can be put to rest, especially in this time and age. There could be some dialogue amongst the stakeholders of these communities, right? I mean, the people who are involved in this, you know, the stakeholders can dialogue this out and find a resolution instead of all the senseless killing that's happening in the state. And here is the crazy part. The Pope spoke on this. The Pope spoke on this, and I have a video I'm going to play in a moment, but the Pope spoke on this situation yesterday. The Pope is aware of the killings of especially Christians in Benue State. Benue is not even a very popular state in the country, right? Benue is not a very popular state in the country, so it wasn't a state like Lagos State that you're going to say, oh, it has to be in the news. No, this is one state that's not very popular in the country. But here the Pope highlighted it in his prayers and put some prayer out for the people who've lost their lives, their properties, their lost ones, and all that good stuff, right? I'm going to play that video. In the meantime, I just think it's very sad. I really, really think that it's sad that the Pope, all the way from the Vatican, right? All the way from the Vatican, can share in the pain of these people. The Pope, all the way from the Vatican, can share in the pain of these people. But our president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, has not found it in his heart to say any compassionate, send out any tweets, send delegates out there to go figure out what's happening in the state. I just think it's ridiculous. But the irony of this is, again, there were some lives lost in India a few days ago. My heart goes out to the families of the people who lost their lives in the plane crash in India just a few days ago. The irony of this is the president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, again, sent out a tweet the same day this incident happened in India. He sent out a tweet, you know, sympathizing with the people who lost their lives, as he should. But there's one happening in your backyard, and you're not going to say anything about it. You're not going to go visit. You're not going to go visit this state and try to calm the situation down and trying to figure out a solution for this situation. I don't know how. I was talking to my sister today, and she's, was it my mom or my sister? I can't remember. It was, you know, I was on a three-way call with my mom and my sister. And, you know, this conversation came up, and, you know, one of them, either my sister or my mom, was saying something like, why can't his son, Sheikh Tinubu, talk to his dad about the suffering, the plight of the people? I mean, if he's so blind, if he's so, let's not even say blind, if he's so occupied with stuff, right? If he's so occupied with stuff, right? How come his son, who is also a younger guy, who definitely sees these things that happen, how come his son can't even talk to his dad and say, hey, Dad, this is what's happening in the country, man? I don't know what your advisors are telling you, but this is actually what's going on. Like, how can't his son do that? But hey, before I continue giving my thoughts on this, I just want to play a video of the Pope where he was, you know, sending out some prayers for the people who've lost their lives and their, you know, their property in this senseless killing that happened in the state of Benue State. Here it is.
Il 14 giugno nella città di Yelewata, nell'area amministrativa locale di Guma, nello stato di Benue in Nigeria, si è verificato un terribile massacro in cui circa 200 persone sono state uccise con estrema crudeltà, la maggior parte delle quali erano sfollati interni, ospitati dalla missione cattolica locale. Prego affinché la sicurezza, la giustizia e la pace prevalgano in Nigeria, paese amato e così colpito da varie forme di violenza. e prego in modo particolare per le comunità cristiane rurali dello Stato di Benue, che incessantemente sono stati vittime della violenza.
This is the situation where the Pope, all the way from the Vatican, is reaching out to the people in Benue State, as he should. But if he doesn't, right, should we even care that he doesn't? He's not from Nigeria. He's from the USA and now a Pope in the Vatican. If he doesn't, if for any reason, oversights, it wasn't brought to his table, whatever, for any reason, we can't even be mad at him, because that's not necessarily, I don't want to say it's not his business, but you get what I'm saying, right? You get what I'm saying? I can't be too mad if the Pope doesn't highlight this. But we're talking about our president, the president of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu. This is him commiserating with the people of India. After there was a plane crash a few days ago, and my heart goes out to the people of India as well. My heart goes out to them. For those who've lost their families, their loved ones, my heart goes out to you guys. However, my president, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, the president of Nigeria, he reached out, as he should. But there is a situation in your country, and you're not even saying anything about this. There's a situation in your country, and you're not saying anything about this. Instead, all we hear about in the news is 2027, talking about the elections in 2027. They are so focused on the elections in 2027 that every other thing happening in Nigeria doesn't even concern them. How is this real? How is this even real? I was talking to a friend the other day, and he was telling me, in Nigeria, human lives doesn't mean anything. People die every day, and the government doesn't care. Nothing is happening. I just think it's ridiculous. I honestly think it's ridiculous. And please, you guys, let me know what you think in this situation. Let me know what you think. Maybe the president forgot to go to Benue, to go see what's happening in Benue. I don't know. I can't even make this up. Like, whatever it is, I can't make this up. That the president of a country, knowing that there is some chaos happening in a state, in a country where he says he's the president, and he can't even go visit them to go share in their pain. I think it's ridiculous. Honestly, I think this is just absolutely ridiculous. But hey, you guys let me know what you think. And please, if you've watched up to this point, please like, share, subscribe to this channel. I bring latest Nigerian stories every week on this channel. Every day, as a matter of fact, I post on all my social media handles every day, on my YouTube, on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, wherever it is you consume your content. I have content on there for you. So please like and subscribe.